a statement asking about all women been put outside of the courthouse. ABC's Alex Perez is in Minneapolis.
All right, stream up.
Under the knee of former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin, a flashpoint in American history. And some of the biggest, the so-called racial reckoning protests the country has seen since the 1960s, and worldwide demands for police reform. Tonight, all eyes are on the Hennepin County Courthouse, National Guard protecting the building. Chauvin's trial set to begin Monday morning. He's pleaded not guilty to second-degree murder, second-degree manslaughter, and a third-degree murder charge.
Let's go. We gotta lock in, boys. We gotta win this one. We win this one, we in good shape. We got 10 wins on the season going into the last 2 games.
9 white, 2 are multiracial. Jurors grilled on everything.
We lose and it could be trouble. We gotta win.
You've not seen any of the social media.
Yo, it was crazy. I was playing the Saints. Fucking Nick Bosa he like got to the quarterback and he fucking deflected it up by himself and he picked that shit by himself, bro. I'm like, damn, the fuck.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium.
Hitting. All right, Cashy, let's go.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Our eye. All right. Here come the run with Elliott.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks...
Nah, that's Bosa, bitch.
Taken down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Quay Walker. Let's go. Touchdown.
Bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
All right, folks. Yeah.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
At the 29-yard line.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. The pickup there, 5 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Give me that. Peters.
Traffic, and it's intercepted.
Peters.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler,
Let's go,
Marcus
baby.
Peters. And
Let's
his
go
guys
off.
are going
Let's
to
go
take
off.
over at their own 48-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. There he goes, left side.
Let's go, Dobbins. 14-0. Should I put 100 up on him?
Dobbins with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
So what is Garrett Wade? Bro, he played teams. He almost put a fucking 100 on
You
him.
get the defensive touchdown early and give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation room prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception that led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on.
You can hand it off on a wild
Do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
I didn't know that, folks.
A gain of 3, second down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
What's the handoff?
Fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Play action. They'll throw. He's going to let this one go deep.
Give me that. Jackson Hill, baby. Hey, rookie.
Picked off at the 48. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front, 3 tight ends. And Brady will sneak it, and he is going to have a 49ers first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a carry for Dobbins. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Another touchdown, baby. Don't cheat me. I can throw the ball too, baby. Come on.
2nd touchdown in this opening
lining up in
quarter.
that.
Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Don't be lining up in that.
It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Niners 21, Rams nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
He cued the run like it came out in fucking goal line. The fuck? Oh,
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
that's Humphries, baby. Let's go. We here.
First quarter.
He's still on here, too.
What up, man?
Is Falky still here?
Yeah, he is.
Man, why they playing Devontae Smith out like that, bro? Like he ain't that god. I watch YouTube clips of all these so-called analysts that know everything.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll slip his way up across
because
the
he only
175
pounds, he in the
Give him
top
40 on
26.
first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
21-0 our score.
I think he's a top
after
10 pick.
one.
I think he's the best.
Niners 21, Rams nothing.
Exactly. And then Waddle is the best fucking athlete in the draft. To me, I think Waddle is the best fucking explosive player in the draft. But D. Smith is better at receiver. Because even though Jamar Chase and them was doing what they did there last year that they played, that same game, that Pussy Smith had 5 touchdowns.
Should be backed up to the 25.
On
It's a
Stingley.
loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
They just lost the game.
Why is he in the game? Bastard, bro.
Well, I was missing all field goals, boy. I should double one on a motherfucker.
Now Brady.
Don't cheat me. Don't run commit. That's a touchdown, baby. Come on. Get the fuck out of here.
Man, baby, fuck.
Let's go. 28-0.
Big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing.
If he anything like his dad, he ain't going nowhere. Remember, his dad came in the same way. Get his ass whipped.
And how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm
get my headache
and
go
really
away.
being
What
firm
the
with
fuck?
his team. Had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this two shall pass, this two shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
3. Word is hell. Huh? Okay.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Yo, how do you know? Come on, bro. Come on.
Taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Right there.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A gain of 37 for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
We got to get
There's
there.
the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
You get that
Two
shit,
big plays
bro?
in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first
Oh,
and
yeah,
goal.
yeah, yeah.
All right, bet.
Now a shotgun snap is
Give me that.
throw.
That's Warner.
Oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 11-yard line.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Come on, Brady. Let's make a read here. Make a read.
Working from the gun, it's Brady.
Oh, my God.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 49ers, 23-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And
wow,
he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year.
Boys. We got it.
The Rams are able to cut into this lead.
Miss.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Oh, let me go.
He'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Going deep for Diggs.
Come on, Diggs. Come up with that, baby.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Taken in at the 22. The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Oh, yeah, who the fuck you talking about?
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. On the crossing route, complete. That's Elliott. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Give me that. Jackson Hill, baby.
Another interception.
Let's go score with 40 seconds left.
At the 16. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Dobbins. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
And inches at their 48-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less, as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now they'll throw with Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 3rd down. To throw is Brady. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect. Incomplete.
Brady.
Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the 2nd half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Here's Dobbins. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Brady to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
We're going to eat the sack, but you got to hold up, baby.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Play action. Now it's Brady. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Probably coming in that power. Power eye? Okay.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the
give me that, Humphreys. Let's go.
Interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. All I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so you don't get another.
Go, touchdown, Diggs.
In the end zone, touchdown, San Francisco. Stephon Diggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And
that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady.
Oh my God,
and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
We're cheating for him, folks.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is going to have another first down. He's able to get the third
he did not run the ball at all.
A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourself.
Oh yeah, like on that last touchdown, folks, he was like, oh yeah, I just played cover 4 just because like I wanted to show you guys.
The run got 4, now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
What are you talking about right now? We already know it gets beat.
Here's Brady.
Playing it. Dot.
And it's complete.
The dot.
In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers continue to roll.
Gold lining up for the play.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And his touchdown will count. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
To kick off for San Francisco.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
We got Cirque.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Circumbopping and Corey are my last 2 games. Hero Burgers beat Circumbopping. Did you see that? And then I said, big win for you. I added Hero, and he said, not for me. He says I think that's expected of him. Now
they'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Everybody running that pad ride.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Elliott. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Start.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Here's Elliott. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
On the play. Brings up 4th down.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Dobbins. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, 49ers. J.K. Dobbins, 54 yards. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
Share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
It's going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could hope for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Another run here with Dobbins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football.
So ass.
Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Brady now to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, are you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
Rams.
That engage did not work. Fuck. I can sit down now. I don't need to be standing up for this game anymore. I can sit down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Able to get away.
Wow, bro. This game's beating me. Down,
heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
57? We have 56?
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Wisnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Complete
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field, defense.
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He can only get a yard after all that. It's second down.
Good game.
Today's final score, Niners.
Big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for San Francisco, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.
You drinking water?
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Next game, guess what? Charles and
I'm not going nowhere.
Not
yet.
It's the
Just
NFL.
trying to take the headache. So I'm still here, all right?
That's cool. I just finished my game.
Okay.
Played the Rams.
He's a star. I don't know if I've ever really evaluated a corner like this. Like, now you want to talk about corners that should be drafted in the top 3? Daniel Marley is worthy of being drafted in the top 3. Didn't play last year. Didn't play. I know. I mean, so that stinks. That might be the only negative you talk about. I've never seen a guy with that size move the way he does. That's number one reason you're so high. Well, because I've never seen a guy with his size be able to move, cut, accelerate, greasy hips, all of that. I've never seen a guy. I mean, to me, it's like that's the James Ramsey coming out of me years ago. You know I love me some James Ramsey. Yeah. I mean, I love James Ramsey. I got a man crush on him. So that's what I wrote. I mean, I wrote, and two, another thing that because of that ability to put his foot in the ground and drop the ball. But, this kid I wrote, here's just the synopsis that he can play. He can hammer the he's good in off-front coverage. He doesn't understand leverage. It doesn't matter. He
Paxton
gets it
Hill.
done with just pure raw ability. And then, you know, I don't remember a quarterback this
Awareness
big
is
that
good.
can
We'll
move
take the
like him. I
awareness.
wrote in question mark.
Awareness.
And the ability, you know, again, in transition, and when I say transition for all those that have listened, you know, back down, or, hey, you're running up the sideline with some guy, now he puts the brakes on, and his ability to, you know, slow down, put his foot in the ground, and then re-accelerate. That's what I mean by in and out of transition. That's what he does. I mean, for somebody that big. In tackles, he has it all, and will be more dangerous in the NFL when he learns how to use his long arm. And then I wrote his stop, start, restart ability is off the charts. It's off the charts. And his ball skills are off the charts. I mean, so when I look at all of that, I just go, now, we wasted a lot of time on the quarterback here. Everybody tells me a top 5 pick. This kid is a top 5 pick. So if the Jaguars go Trevor Lawrence, yeah, if the Jets keep that pick and go with the guy from BYU, Zach Wilson, right? Should the Dolphins take him at 3? No, because they have $1 zillion into their corners and Xavier Howard and Byron Jones, and they drafted a first-round corner last year. So hold on, let me just pull up the NFL draft order. And see, this is what can play into this right here this year. It's just the again with all of this stuff, it's about some of these other positions, and what's going to be there are the teams themselves about what they need. You know, so the Jets have a real need at corner. They have a real need at corner. They could live with Sam Darnold. They could live with Sam Darnold. If they wanted to take Caleb Farley at number 2, I would have no problem with that. I think a lot of people are still doing that. Oh, yeah, they would. You're right. And then, you know, if I'm saying it, I'm saying no, Jets take Zach Wilson. Okay. You know, the Falcons, would they go to another corner after taking one of the top 20 last year? I don't know. They might not. This kid's good enough to make you think, hey, damn it. Let's get 2 corners on rookie contracts, and now we can do a lot of different stuff on the defensive side of the ball. He's there for Bengals, Eagles, Panthers, all need those guys. Yeah. And that's where I start to go into the corner conversation, along with the Cowboys to go along with it, too. If he's there for Atlanta and they decide that they're not going quarterback there, would you like to see him be paired up with Terrell? I think there's some real value to that. I do. To have, you know, get 2 of those guys. I know, you know, you look at a lot of the good defenses, though, they do got 2. Yeah. You know, there is something there. But we just talked about Baltimore. They got 2 of those guys. You know, the Patriots have 2 of those guys. There's a few others that I'm going to blank out here right now as far as the pressure is concerned. But, no, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that at all. I really wouldn't. But back up to the actual skill gap on tape. So Tyson Campbell, we complimented him for being able to match up with Devontae Smith and also to do well against the quarterbacks. Did you see Farley going? And he's on the outside.